Big deep breath in, then let it out. So 1010 signifies that your spiritual path is in harmony with your soul's mission. It serves as a guiding light illuminating your journey in love, money, and spiritual growth. oh, I'm just trying to get the damn live to work and it's not working. I have to improvise, and then the improvise I'm not happy with. But apparently everything is in alignment. It's all an illusion. Let's see what the angels have to say about it. It's the same old bullshit. Okay, angels, give me a different message. No, no, I'm not paying attention to this. Give me a new message. I'm done with this energy. I didn't stutter. And I'm not playing games. But they continue to play games. Because somehow they think they're going to get what they want. And they're not. Spirit, why are you doing this to me? Stop spreading the news. I don't think that's Sinatra. Is it? I'm leaving today. I want to be a part of it. In old New York. I want to wake up in a city that doesn't sleep. Collective, when you start to have certain feelings come over you, and anger and rage being two of the most important ones I'm going to talk about right now. These are the two that you want to transmute into blessings, peace of mind, but for yourself. not involving anyone else. These are the things you might need to focus on to heal and look at the most. Getting a better understanding. When they bubble up. The reflection within is what is going to be your justice. After so much turmoil. The dumbass karmic energy that you're dealing with hasn't changed one bit. And it seems as though they're going to go down with the ship. In fact, they've probably gotten worse. So to see them now, it would be more of a shock to you than anything. But there is a lot of justice coming in and a balancing of the scales, and the wheel of fortune is in your favor with the Great Awakening as well. Someone is coming in to dim your shine and take away your confidence, but it's only an illusion. They're trying to get you to question your journey forward, which you're going to take anyway. You don't see this coming. They're trying to stay in the dark, in the shadows, but they're going to learn a major lesson about balance, keeping things in balance, and not going outside of that. They don't want to release you, and they're trying to manipulate you. However, on the contrary, they want unity with you, but it's only to turn your world upside down. They want to manipulate your own magic. They want you to take out and down your boundaries that you've set for yourself to give you that peace of mind. Trying to celebrate your downfall. All the lies, being sneaky, being stingy, leaving you out in the cold. Now they got to come in and ask you for help, and they have to reconcile they got to calm their shit down now. Because you see it for what it is. I see that you're standing 10 toes down and 10 steps ahead, balancing things just fine, taking the time out to rest. And you're very intelligent, you're very decisive, you're relentlessly tireless, and you're looking to the future. The thing is, you're just starting to trust yourself again. It's a big part about it. But you have some people to come in and collaborate with you. But be patient, because the real ones are going to show themselves as real. If something doesn't seem right, it probably isn't. Trust your gut with that. First of all, fill your own cup and focus on what you're good at. Focus on what brings you joy and brings you stability, and, take up a hobby and create something with it. Bring about the possibility of doing something that you love to do and making some money at it at the same time. That is a pretty good mic. This is like 101. Okay, so I got a question for the chat. What happens when you find your light? And this isn't something that I'm confused about, by the way. I'm just asking you. After you've said all you could say, after you could do all you could do, and now you find yourself repeating yourself over and over and over again. It's like people didn't get the memo the first time. And I'm not painting anybody with this brush either. We are all here to remember and recognize the light that is within all of us. The current matrix is totally deceived us into thinking that we need to go outside of ourselves to find it. The reason why people think magic isn't real, and mainly because they don't see it, is because the overall belief per capita across humanity has dwindled. It's lost its meaning. It's lost its energy. And that goes for everything that we choose. Back in the day, all we wanted was an everything store to go to, and now we have Walmart. And we see how that's kind of turned an off kind of road. I'm scatterbrained tonight. I'm kind of speechless. I'm not down and out either. I'm pretty at peace. You get to a point in your life where you constantly search for home. In yourself. You get fed up trying to find it outside of yourself. You could search the whole earth and never find it. Is home supposed to be in the arms of someone else? Is home supposed to be behind four walls and a door and a bunch of windows with a roof? What is home? I got sick and tired of trying to search for it and search for it. I thought I'd find it. Thought I found it a bunch of times. The day that I just decided to build my own little temple inside my heart and my soul, in my mind's eye. I said, why just build a temple? I'll just build a house. I'll build my own home. I'll build my own oasis within my mind. So that way, no matter what chaos was outside of me, I could still be at peace. I could still be at home, no matter where I am. So we have a choice. I can do some remote location. I can go back as far as the first world. I just tend not to look too much into the future. I'm already upset with what I know, and what I see, and what I feel. And quite frankly, I'm quite disappointed. But it's important to transmute that disappointment and rage into change. It just depends on where to start. Part of me wants to run for office, but that whole system's crumbling. Spirit says just keep speaking. Spirit wants me to speak freely, and I have so much discernment. I have a lot of discretion as to the information that I have within me. Certain people don't deserve to hear certain information. They could use it against us. Life is the university you never signed up for, but you have no other choice to go to it. No other choice but to go to it. No, you know what? I'm doing okay. I'm just very tired. I wish I had a magic wand, let's just say that much. It's either that or a bigger ugly stick. That might work. Give me a minute, guys and gals. Give me a minute. I have a plan. My improvisation plan. I think it's gonna work. call my power back to me from any realm, anywhere, anything, anyone. My power is mine and mine alone. I also cut any ties with anyone that no longer serves me or my higher good. Let them be banished from hence they came. Any ill will sent my way may be transmuted to blessings of prosperity and abundance, of healing. And I wish this onto my collective as well, as a blanket of protection. For all those that hold true, perfect love and perfect trust in their hearts. As within, so without. As above, so below. And so it is. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. A bit of a rough start. Great Spirit, ancestors, divine light, angels. What's the highest, most predominant message we need to know right now? Outside of all the drama, outside of all the bullshit. What's the biggest, most blessed message for me and my collective? All the way from London. Welcome in, Jen. Angel Warrior. Alright, whole clump came out. All I'm hearing in the background is please stay, please don't go. Staying is ripping my whole world and putting it upside down. You're stealing my light. You're casting illusions. You're trying to get me to take down my boundaries. making me lower my standards. We've got a page of acorns in the reverse. You very well could be going through this, collective. If this resonates with you, King of Shells in the reverse. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Eight of Acorns and Hangman. And Four of Feathers. They can't rest until they see you. They have a lot of energy coming in, though. They don't want to be exposed. More of this dumbass energy. Spirit, why do you do this to me? Tarot readers. They're running, screaming. Collective. We go into this hermit mode to heal. We bring ourselves to peace, tranquility within ourselves. Because we raise our vibration, we starting to disconnect, and they can't handle it. Like they're relying on your energy. It's kind of sad. They're the first one to hate on you because you walked away and you were done with their bullshit. And now they're dependent on your energy and they miss you. Like, make it make sense. Because they're dependent on your energy, you walk away and their whole life falls apart. Now the Wheel of Fortune is not working in their favor. Pardon me. Confirmation burp. Or it could just be the root beer. Anyway. Somehow to bring balance to some sort of chaos. You can't do this with an empty cup of love. You can't do this with a bitter heart. The math ain't mathin'. Ay, ay, ay. Let's check a different vibe. No, that one was shameful. I could do way better than that. Yeah, don't let her back in, Michael. It's a trap. It's a trap. Yeah, they're coming in to apologize. But what are they really apologizing for? Really? Are they apologizing for something that they shouldn't have done in the first place? Had they had a little bit more discernment? Had they acted a little bit more classy? Yeah, they ghosted you, and now they're coming back. They thought that they left you with no options. And here you are coming out of isolation. Nurturing yourself. Sharing wisdom. You're healing. And you're living in the moment. Dropping your ego. You're learning about boundaries. You're kind of in this unapologetic energy right now. Who would like my ingredients for my spiritual bath? I don't usually share that kind of thing. So there's a couple different ones. When I'm all like congested, I'll do my eucalyptus one. And then for clarity, I'll use rosemary. And then when I'm doing my spiritual bath, I'll add black salt, which is charcoal Epsom salt, vanilla bubble bath, because vanilla actually has healing properties as well as protection. As well, charcoal has protection in itself. So you could even drop a couple Palo Santo sticks in the water if you want. No, I don't like lavender. Lavender is something if I'm having a hard time sleeping and I want to sleep, then sure, go ahead. But I personally, I don't like lavender. Vanilla all way. Coconut, sure. What's the scoop, spirit? What's the vibe? Black salt is good for banishing, like it's white salt is good for cleansing and creating sacred space. But black salt is good for banishing. You can put it at your windows and your doorways. Carry it with you on a little sachet. If you run into any demons, there you go. More energy I'm gonna ignore. Spirit. Come on now. Ancestors, is there any messages that you want to let us know? Yeah, the ancestors are screaming. They're done with the toxic shit. And the delusions and the deception. The fact that we are having a hard time to recharge. We're surrounded by bad decisions by everyone else. And it almost starts to look weird that we're not making bad decisions. It's kind of like going to a silly hat party without a silly hat. Somebody's literally hopeless, sitting in their chaos, confused, wondering for a second chance, wanting another chance, wanting to do things right. Meanwhile, they haven't done anything to change. They don't think they deserve or need to change. They're happy in their chaos and think that you deserve to be in there with it. Can we, get over this energy? I just want to walk away from this energy. I don't want to even read it anymore. karmics are running scared. There's no possibilities. Yeah. Yeah, this could be family related. Some family members they're confused. They're acting confused. They're probably gaslighting. The narcissist card is here. They're acting all puzzled because of the chaos and the fact that you walked away. Old exes, dead relationships, old ways. Okay, this is codependency, right? Clingy. It's in the reverse. The chaos. Puzzled. Living in the moment. Not giving a shit. Some sort of family bullshit. The narcissist card. And no possibilities. You're walking away from a brick wall. It was only holding you back to begin with. Like these dumbass karmic energies want to have to get these messages through, and they want to speak their mind, and it's the same old energy. I'm so done with it. And this is what I'm so upset about. Why do I sit here night after night after night after night after night? And don't get me wrong, I know the answer. It's for the ones that do listen. It's for the ones that do hear me. It's for the ones that want the message. But why do I sit here night after night after night trying to get a point across? And it comes back to the same old message that the karmics want to get back into the energy, but they don't want to heal. They don't want to do the work. Sarah, go find a Flying J truck stop. You'll find one there. Yeah. Who wants to know what the new Earth looks like? Every household has the ability to make produce. We all work together as a community. We are the creators of our food. If we all pitched in and we all worked together, we would never go hungry. Healthcare would actually be healthcare, where the doctor took interest in your health rather than feeding you another pill to make you sick. Education would virtually be free. However, specialty work, you would have schools to go to study, specialty-wise. Focusing on the betterment of yourself and your inner calling. Going within, healing the trauma, healing the pain, having the time to unpack and learn what you need to learn in order to become the best version of yourself from your experience. Finn, how does one heal from relational trauma when all those that seem attracted and attractive are narcissistic? Are you still here, Finn? Thank you for your question. It's a good question. I hope you're still here. I got a pretty good answer. Finn Finnegan, are you still in the chat? Hey, Kristen. welcome in. Oh well, I'm going to answer the question anyway. You're the one that you're searching for. Specifically when you're dealing with a narcissistic person, you need to take time out for yourself to heal. And it sometimes takes a good 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 years, depending on how hard you work on your inner work, on your confidence. Being comfortable in your skin again. Being able to look in the mirror and say I love you. And not only dealing with it in a relationship, but finding it within your family links of the people that you thought were there for you. And that's why healing, the inner healing, is important. And the worst is when you take the bait and they try to reel you back in, only to rip you apart again. Welcome in, Ryan. Hey, D. I'm doing all right. I think I got a bogus job offer a couple weeks ago from a bogus company out in Alberta. I don't even think the company's real. Because you figured they would show up on Google when you looked for them. Virtually impossible to look for and find. They said that they were interested in having me work for them. That I had a winning resume. Of course I have a winning resume. I worked for the Easter Bunny. I don't work, well, I try not to work for some bullshit companies, but it's happened. And like, I'm not even kidding. There's proof and pictures on Facebook. Trying to get your personal information just to rip you off. I have a feeling it's something to do with my ex. Like, surprise, surprise. Like, leave me the fuck alone. I'm done. There is no reconciliation at this point. There's more like a, I'm gonna rip your face off. Like, you've gotten me to that point. It's like walking into the popo shop and be like, yo, I'm out for blood at this point. No, I'm not really out for blood, but I'm just make-believing at this point. It's theoretical. I'm out for blood, and it's either you guys help me or I go deal with it myself. Pick one. Because all I want to do is get on with my life. I'm not asking for much. And get out of my energy, get out of my reading, stop hijacking the messages, and leave us alone. That's all we want. You go live your life of peace in your pile of shit, and we're gonna go and evolve into the new earth. Like, leave us alone. Tribe, you guys are awesome. If only I had a teleporter, man, we'd have a hell of a party. Door-to-door service. So, what do you guys want to see more on the channel? want to see more readings? You want to see more talks on psychology? What do you want to do? Because I've lost almost 25 subscribers. They just keep falling off. I find it funny because I wouldn't be surprised if they're just unsubscribing just to try to hurt my feelings. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, Mandy. I wouldn't be surprised if my ex is somehow whittled into the tribe somehow. Just sitting there laughing, thinking that I don't know. Truly, it's impossible. They're relentless. I can't even give a reading without them jumping in and taking over. Oh, just let go of their. I've done cord cuttings, multiple cord cuttings. A spell for sadness. In a mortar and pestle, mix 1 part dried rosemary, 1 part dried marjoram, 1 part dried rue. Swirl in 3 rose petals and pulverize. I think I've already said this one the other day. Yeah, I can't be always playing the guitar as much as I want to. If I had my own place, then maybe, but just because someone is walking a spiritual path doesn't mean they're anywhere near their destination. Allow your journey as well as other people's to unfold on its own time. Yeah, I'm gonna remember that. Frankincense rides the links of lineage connecting you to your past. Breathe in the fragrance of the essential oil or smoke from the resin and allow your lineage to come alive. Your moon sign represents your inner self, the way you internalize the world. Use a small clear quartz point to amplify any spell or intention. Sunshine will recharge and cleanse the quartz. Happy birthday, Mandy. Happy birthday to you. And many more. I think it's tea time. And if there's anybody there that wants a message while the kettle's boiling, put your hearts in the chat. Alright, message from Mandy. You've got some major manipulation happening right now, Mandy. You need to move forward anyway. You're not satisfied where you are, you need to move forward. Allow your compassion to guide you. Because it's going to heal you while you go. You're doing the right thing. think you're the next. Max. All right, Max. Maximilian, are you here? Okay. I can understand why you're all up in your head and you're wanting to know where you want to go next. It's like you've taken the trash out, but you kind of threw your map out, and now you don't know what direction to go in. I don't know, I get this feeling that you might be feeling lonely after letting a bunch of bad energy and bad people vamoose out of your life. It's feeling kind of empty, and you don't like that feeling. You're questioning whether or not you made the right decision. But you're at the beginning of your journey. You're at the beginning of your freedom. This is where you get to make your own journey. And although that might feel a little bit weird, you're so used to including other people that now when you're actually wanting to do this for yourself, it's very difficult. It's almost like you're not used to thinking of yourself. You're always thinking of other people. You're forgetting the compassion that your inner child needs from you. You need to rebuild that relationship. Because right now you're not, kind of bitter, kind of feeling bitter. And there's a war going on in your head about where you want to find your stability and where you want to stand. You shouldn't pressure yourself. This is supposed to be a journey, not boot camp. So slow your roll a little bit. There's a lot of the past that you're focusing on right now, and it's bringing you unrest. You need to ground yourself and guard your heart, because that's where the justice is going to be coming from. And Ryan, you can get the restraining order all you want. It's not going to change anything. The only thing it's going to do is put a report in at least and make a record of it. Because if they're not going to be able to gang stalk you, they'll get other people to do it. And these are other people that aren't even included into that restraining order. And probably going to be people that you don't even know. So it's not like you can report them unless they're heat. Did that message vibe with you, Max? Focused on you, dude. Put all this energy that you have, that you want to put into everybody else, put it into yourself. Start working out, start eating healthy, eat your favorite food, enjoy your day. Take yourself on a date. Go get a massage. When you start manifesting your reality, that's when the justice comes in. Because you just end up showing up as an example and you show them how it's done. I do recommend, if you're going to get a massage, shop around first. Find out and get some reviews. The only reason why I say this is because a couple people said that they know how to do massage and they really don't. It's more like a rub and whatever else. It's more like, yo, can you put some cream on my back, please? It's not an actual massage. And when you're paying good money for that, you want good service. And I'm not talking about no happy ending either. Well, how many times do they poke the bear, Michael? How many times do they poke the bear until you end up snapping? You should be removed of any charges for that, because they literally drove you to it. If anybody should be charged, they should be charged. Alright, who's out? Put your hearts in the chat again, because I think I lost them all. Let's see. Yeah, I think it's too far back. Michael. What's going on with Michael? Isn't it funny? I was throwing cards the other night, and didn't the King of Wands end up in my coffee cup? What does that mean to you, Marie? You're standing in your power, Michael. You're dumping out your cup. And you're winning. You're winning. The best is yet to come. No, like you're winning. Dump out your cup. Do it. That's the best part. Because you got the Six of Wands here too. The Nine of Wands and the Ace of Cups. This is a bridge you want to burn. It's going to bring you freedom. Hey Ryan, it's none of your business. Just continue being your beautiful self and everything will fall into place. And it's none of their business who you used to be. You're going to be celebrating soon, Ryan. Stand in your power already. End these cycles. It's going to be worth it. So what if you lose a little bit? You're going to just make more room for something better. Yeah. You're coming out of the worst of it. The worst is over. Alright, cupcake. Somebody's on the fence as to whether or not they want to make you sad. They're obsessed with you. You're feeling stuck up in your head about a bunch of lies. You're feeling kind of defeated after not standing on truth, standing on business, but you're kind of feeling weak and unrested to boot. You know what you want, but you're having a hard time walking away. You gotta give your head a shake and realize the wheel of fortune's running in your favor and that you need to remember who the hell you are. Remember the magic within you. People want to open up old wounds and maybe reconcile. Mm-mm. You need to keep boundaries because they're dependent on your energy. You're dealing with energy vampires. You need to invoke your inner warrior. So suit up, armor up. You're almost done, but you need to set some boundaries. You have a good rest of the night there, Max. Have a good rest of your night. Alright, who's next? Angel Warrior. going on with Angel Warrior? Angel Rebel Warrior. Sounds like a new cartoon. Save the day. Ooh, okay. So you got some major changes coming in, and they're coming in fast. Like, your whole life's about to change. You don't even see this coming. It's gonna be very, very overwhelming, my dear. Mm-hmm. You need to ground yourself. Stand on your intention and hold it true to your heart. You're going to be walking away and going off to calmer waters, but you're going to have to do it sneaky. Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. You're going to have to break a vow and maybe do something that you don't really want to do. But, you know, this is the truth. Somebody's trying to steal from you. Somebody's being sneaky in your energy, so you gotta checkmate them. So if you're feeling trapped and you don't know exactly where to go, what to do, or how to get there, like I'm picturing a midnight move, or a move out while they're gone to work. Just starting second semester of college? Oh. Maybe you are having a change of heart with your subjects and you might want to change direction. Have you been thinking about that? That could be what it is. You're not you're not happy with your teacher or your professor. There's something going on with that. You're not able to get time to breathe. You seem to be under pressure. You're not able to cut it, apparently. You're really hard on yourself about your self discipline. You might have daddy issues or troubles with authority. I get a feeling you parent yourself. Stand in your power anyway. You need to do that. You've got a lot of options coming in. It's gonna come in quickly. Alright, who's next? Shelly. Are you here? taking a new direction. Your whole wish fulfillment 10 of cups is on the fence. You know you can still receive it. You know you can still obtain it, but it wasn't where what you thought it was. This is going to take you nurturing your heart space and going on a new journey. Out of the manipulation and away from the betrayal once and for all. Not having to deal with the manipulation and the cloudiness. You're going to have freedom. I like this for you. Mm-hmm. You're moving on up. You need to speak out more, though. Now, you know damn well he's going to come back after you leave, and he wants to be your dirty little secret. No, you're cutting ties with it for once and for all. When I say freedom, you're getting freedom. You're officially cutting ties. You're exhausted. Baby steps. Let's see, there's got to be more here for Michael. Because I didn't really get a decent message out for him, I don't think. Oh, I'm itchy and I'm sweating. I'm overheating. Nine of Pentacles. You're getting your freedom. You're getting your independence. I said, I opened my mouth too quickly. You're going to have to guard that independence, Michael. Because if you brag about it, somebody's going to come in and want to get part of it. And you're going to swindle their way in. But you need to focus on yourself. But you will be receiving some sort of independence, and you'll be able to be self-sufficient. Remember, the devil wears Prada. The devil's usually sexy as fuck. It's a shame. Trying to betray your light. Who else wants a message? Who else wants a message? I figure little personal messages is better than a big ass confused collective message about the same messages and rerun. So do little mini messages. Alright. Sarah Lynn. What's going on with Sarah Lynn? Somebody wants to cause you conflict because you're standing in your power, you're sticking up for yourself. Trying to make you miss out on a 10 of cups. Total wish fulfillment, down the drain. Trying to get you all overwhelmed. Cause you conflict. Make you juggle. Non-reciprocal. Like this energy's kind of giving me a feeling like they're wanting to be your bee's knees, but they're a wasp. Find your inner power, my dear. You got an Ace of Pentacles coming in. You got a new offer coming in. I would say take the offer and leave whatever this is behind you. You are going to balance things out. And I think that's what's going to create the conflict. And where they think that they owe you. Or you owe them or something. They're going to come in to try to overwhelm you with a whole bunch of, emotion. They might even try to ruin your way forward. So just be very careful in how you move forward. And if there is any new offer, make sure they are aware of what's going on. Somebody's trying to manipulate you. But you need to stand in your power. Enough of this bullshit. They're emotionally dependent on you. They're wanting to be part of your Ten of Pentacles. They're lying through their teeth. And they're self-sabotaging, and they're very destructive energy. Yep, on the 25th, Ryan. Between the 21st and the 25th. Right now would be a good time to clear your chakras and be ready for the alignment and the upgrade coming in. This is why we're supposed to do all this healing all this year, to be ready for this moment. Sorry to spring it on you at the last minute, but if you're paying attention, you're in alignment with it. Sarah Lynn, somebody's emotionally bitter about you nurturing yourself. Don't allow that to bother you. That's a them problem. That's not of your business. Alright, Trudy. Trudy. Learning to love yourself. Trudy, I'ma say this right now. If I could be close to you, I'd give you a big ol' hug. Because the bullshit that you've been through and what you've overcome in your life, you didn't deserve any of it. And for you to go to the point where you let the bitterness get the better of you, to the point where now you're healing and now you're loving yourself and you're in balance, you're protecting yourself, you're nurturing yourself, you're providing for yourself, and you're building your new beginning, your new way forward. Although it might seem like you're starting over, You're really not. You might be starting again, but it's a new journey with a new understanding, a new balance within yourself, a new purpose, new values, a new direction. This is far from starting over. If anything, this is an upgrade. This is a level up. And you need to understand it to be like that. Like, this is requiring you to move in a new direction and digging deep in order to figure out that direction, and celebrating at the fact that you were able to come out the other side with love in your heart instead of being bitter. And it's all because you stood on boundaries. You stood up for your values. You stood on integrity and quality and authenticity. And you knew you deserved better than what you received. To allow this to empower you, you're not starting over. You're rising up like a phoenix out of ashes at this point. And you should be celebrating this. You deserve to be celebrated for all you've endured and overcome. So stop thinking less of yourself, because it's a big fat lie. Stop playing small. And don't go backwards, because you do deserve better. You might not be satisfied with what you have right now, but you don't have to go backwards to get it. You made the right decision. Sweet dreams, angel. You should be proud of yourself. I am. Just be patient. You're going to find out they're still watching you. But you're going to be able to nip it in the butt and close that cycle out real quick. They're going to be stopped in their tracks. It's going to be after you get settled in your new place. They're going to think that time has elapsed. Maybe, you've settled down. Maybe you'll let them back in the energy. No. No go, Joe. Hit the road, Jack. And don't come back. Damn, that tea is good tonight. Is there anybody out there that wants a message? I think I'm just about done, guys. It's 136 minutes. Or any subject you want me to give a little chat on. Oh, I didn't even get you one, Marie. Do you want a message? Let's see what there's for you. What's going on with Marie? Ooh, we got some new collaborators coming in. It's almost like they want to put all the work on your plate. Don't let them. Somebody's emotionally dependent on your energy, and they're making you have to come to truth with the Ten of Pentacles. Just be patient. Somebody's coming forward with information. Oh, you're getting back what you thought you lost from a manipulation situation. Quite possibly with the King of Wands energy. There's a Queen of Swords here being deceptive. But you're a powerhouse. And somebody's coming in with some pretty important information. But keep it quiet. Keep it to yourself. It's going to help you call truce with this situation. It's like somebody's trying to pass the emotional burden and responsibility of something onto you. Yeah. Huge, big misunderstanding. Somebody needs your help, because apparently you're good at cleaning up messes. And it's something about the past. It's like you're the queen bee. Everybody goes to you for their problems. And they, you try to fix the problems. But there's only certain people that you can fix, and there's certain people you can't. And you gotta know where to draw the line. You gotta gain some strength, because you're headed for a dark night of the soul. You're going through an awakening. You're ending out cycles. You're cutting ties. Yeah. 8 of Swords, 10 of Swords, the Strength, and the Hermit. Stay true to your intentions. Stay true to your authenticity. There's certain things you don't have to walk away from because it would literally dim your light. So don't walk away from it. But recognize what's taking away your energy and work on that. A new idea is coming, and it's going to give you some major recognition for standing in your power. It's like you're coming in like a big old fire truck and like putting out a major fire. Standing in your truth. There's the Ace of Pentacles here. This isn't something you have to walk away from. There's certain things you gotta walk away from, and then there's certain things you don't. There's certain things that you don't walk away from, and you stand on your truth. That's where your Ace of Pentacles is coming from. That's the biggest thing. We gotta stand in our authenticity of who we are instead of being distracted by the matrix. If we all raise our frequency, things are gonna work out better. We are the people of many colors. And by the way, we are to resist the Great Reset. We are to resist this WEF bullshit. 15-minute cities? No, that's not the way it's going to work out. What they think of changing the matrix and doing this reset and make these brand new cities, it's not the way it's going. That's all going to crumble. It's all falling apart. So it's a wasted investment. It's literally going to falter and crumble. Billions of dollars already wasted. It's a redistribution of the wealth. And the fact that the wealth has been inflated and it's been redirected to a certain particular few, and it hasn't been equally distributed out amongst the populace, which it should have been. It should have been brought out as bonuses to help humanity, but it wasn't. I guess I'm done with that. Yikes. Think of what nature would look like undisturbed. Think of what the world would look like without cities, roads. Now think of a world without animals. All it is stones, trees, and water. That's what the first world looked like. It was the time of the great earthquake. It was the time of the great distribution of our continents. It's the formation of different arteries from the core to the surface to create a balance of pressure through the volcanoes. Certain volcanoes that haven't been active in some over 200 years are now active again. Certain planets are coming into alignment within this week. That only happen. The next time it's supposed to happen is 2028, I think. Or 2083, something like that. It's a once in a lifetime situation. the moons that we had last year and the placement of them, as well as with the eclipse. That only happens once in a very, very blue moon. Having a full moon, blue moon, and an eclipse at the same time. The signs are in the sky of the changing of the seasons and the changing of the era. It's a complete celebration within its alignments. Just like in the movie The Never-Ending Story, how the nothing almost took over. It pretty well took over. The last thing standing was the ivory tower. And all she needed was a new name. I just find it wildly synchronistic. Certain symbols and symbolism in movies. Even Avatar. After I found out about Hollywood, I stopped watching movies for the most part. They all hit different now. It's almost like they've been telling us the truth the whole time without telling us the truth. And I find it odd that we have to have some sort of compassion for these California fires when it's technically arson. It was an insurance job. Again, again, it was another distribution of wealth. All for money. Like, nobody deserves to be homeless, but for certain people that were in Hollywood partaking in certain things that they shouldn't have, it's unfortunate. It's quite a disgrace. Not only to the authenticity of your character and who you're trying to represent. But the fact that it's just a mask. It's not something I would vibe with. So that's why I stopped watching. I'm not out here burning houses down. You know, I'm not doing voodoo dolls. I'm not kidnapping children or doing anything heinously sadistic. I'm just sitting here meditating, shuffling cards, sorting out my shit in my head, healing. Trying to make up my mind. I try to take a step back and try to wrap my head around why somebody would want to do something so heinously sadistic to someone. The only thing I can come up with is that they've been so brutally taken to the epitome of the fact that they can't come back. There is no returning. There's no undoing what they've done. Thinking that there's no redemption. And it eats them alive. They get to the point where they can't control themselves. And that's where the sadistics come from. So is there really an imbalance in their brain? Are they really depressive? Are they really psychotic? Are they really clinically narcissistic? Is it in a dance-off, Trudy? Could you say that it destroys their victim's soul? And I'm thinking it might be the sole of their shoe. That's the way I seen it. And then all of a sudden I seen people dancing and doing swing dancing and cutting a rug. Too funny. Talk about transmuting negativity. But no, I know what you meant. Trying to change the subject. But yeah, because of the abuse that I've endured, I've had no other choice but to think about why they would go to the lengths of doing such things. It's because they'd pretty well lost themselves. But it brings it back to the fact that they're victims too. And they've literally been driven mad because they've been unheard. They've been left for dead. And they're screaming for help. But they're the ones that have taken it too far and let the carnal animal aspect of themselves full reign. When people say let go, that's not what we mean by letting go. Although I'm sort of kind of being devil's advocate and I'm diving down this little deep, this little rabbit hole here. Um, you know, it's about having compassion for your adversaries. It's trying to put yourself in your hater's shoes. To wrap your head around their reason. Trying to understand. Because at least with understanding, you can transmute the energy. Maybe bless them with an awakening. Initiate some sort of healing. Maybe people just need to know that they're being heard, that they're valued, that they're not just a number. They've struggled and suffered and tried to keep their soul intact. Try to keep the peace. One of my biggest breakthroughs is when I started showing up for myself. Regardless of the red tape, the brick walls, the locked doors, or even the doors that were slammed on my face. It was still movement forward. It reminded me where I wasn't supposed to be in the first place. And it reminded me who I should have been focusing on the whole time. And the only guilt that I ever sat with was the guilt of the wasted time. Focusing on people that really didn't matter. Meanwhile, they mattered to me. It was non-reciprocal. Not like I was wanting something back, but after you deplete yourself so much, to the point where you have nothing left to give, but yet here they expect it. There's something sadistically wrong with that. And if you're trapped to the point where you have to give it anyway, it changes your whole perception. You should have been given to yourself from the beginning. Because really, in the end, at this point, the only one that matters is you and the divine. You, your mission, and the divine. But you have to remember to understand that. We come into the earth and we go through the forgetful. We forget why we're here. It's part of the process. If we knew where we actually come from, it would take away from the simulation. If we automatically knew what we knew before coming here, it would change our perception of learning how to use our consciousness and how to put thoughts to words and to be able to manifest. We are literally all walking beacons of manifestation, waiting to happen. But because of our current programming, we're all tied in with the particular program. And that's why it's so difficult to get out. People wonder why I get so riled up about the karmic energy. I'm just so tired of their projections. I'm tired. It's stupid. It's extremely stupid. It's very stubborn and ignorant of them. Because once you hit your north node, you know exactly why. And you know exactly the fact that it was not for nothing. You know exactly because you feel it. You feel it in your body. Moving into nirvana, moving into your higher self. There's literally no words in any language that can put it to explanation. And it's all happening. We wonder why the Aztecs all of a sudden just disappeared. We somehow call it the rapture. It's not the rapture. It's the changing in consciousness. The changing of the consciousness and the awareness of brings you to a higher frequency, which brings you into a higher frequency of elevation, of evolution, of the availability to be present in that moment. Think of your best life, of what that might look like. And just sit in the energy of already having it. think that's it for the evening, guys and gals. I mean, come on, aren't you sleepy? 178 minutes of scatterbrain. The karmics keep doing that to me. It's hard to be open to pick up on energy and all you get is karmics. It's the dumbass pick-me's. Pick me, pick me. It's okay to be pick-me's, but my goodness, you're relentless. And I'm not saying they're painting you guys with the same brush, mind you, okay? Should all be thinking that. Sweet dreams, everybody. If you can't be good at it, at least be good to yourself. So that way you can be good to others. And hopefully I'll come back with a more focused collective on tomorrow's video. Thank you for your ongoing support. Yeah, so thank you for the ongoing support, and I'll catch you later.